Ladies and gentlemen, our last amateur fight of the night. This fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Front Street Fights Amateur Catchweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my left. With a record of no wins against 3 defeats, standing in at 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at a level 120 pounds, fighting out of Nampa, Idaho, representing Team No Excuse. Please welcome Maddie Moorhead. Her opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, with a record of 0-1. Standing in at 5 feet 6 inches tall, she weighs in at 117 pounds, fighting out of Boise, Idaho, proudly representing SBG Idaho. Let's welcome Shar Rush. Our referee when the action begins is Tom Supnet.
The crowd here at Idaho Central Arena split 50-50. Both women locally, of course. Moorhead from Team No Excuse in Caldwell. Great gym out there in Caldwell. Of course, SBG downtown Boise is Shar Rush is from. We got a 50-50 crowd. Both women looking for their MMA debut. In 9 minutes or less, we're about ready to find out which one of them will get it.
Hurry them! Hurry them! Hurry them! Hurry them! There you go! Keep moving!
A lot of fast handwork going on in this first 15 seconds.
Yeah, both girls are eager to show that they're here to fight and they're here to win. That's one thing people love about women's MMA is they always come to fight.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
Rush seemed to has been doing a really good job controlling that cage, moving Moorhead around at her disposal.
That's really the name of what's been happening. We see the hands flying, we see the exchanges, but really what was dictated there was footwork. Shar was coming straight forward while Maddie was responding with circular footwork. That's why Shar really couldn't get a bite. She's done a great job setting up this takedown attempt and closing the distance with that footwork.
Moorhead doing a good job of slowing that initial rush from Rush. Pun completely intended, by the way.
Shar staying on that takedown, moving straight forward.
So what we just saw there, is that really a takedown? Didn't look like what we would fully expect a takedown to look like.
She got her hands locked and she was able to drag her down.
So from a scoring perspective,
100% still a takedown. Yeah, she's still looking to really establish the position to really do something effective and damage-wise, and I think she's in a better position here right now.
Moorhead doing a good job throwing those fists to the side of Rush. The corner of Moorhead doing a really good job pointing out that Rush was grabbing the cage, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Vince, you're not allowed to do, period, or just in the amateur rules?
Period. It's super illegal.
Thought so. That's why I asked the expert.
Yep.
Rush, as she was in the first 2 minutes, doing a really good job controlling the spot of the cage, now doing a really good job of keeping Moorhead on her back and in a position, able to work in some punches, some fists. That right coming in hard there.
Shar's doing a great job transitioning from that takedown into a really advantageous position. She moved all the way up her legs into her hips, which
Rush
really
has the right hand pinned down on Moorhead and kind of letting her right fly with the fist. Now she gets the rights and the lefts going. Referee Tom Supnet has got the eyes in. Is Moorhead going to do enough to do it? Nope. Referee Tom Supnet calls a stop to the fight. Just 2 minutes and 30 seconds into round number 1.
What a performance.
Now, we saw the referee stoppage there. Vince, obviously, it was just Moorhead not showing enough defense.
Not showing enough defense, wasn't doing anything to really break free from that position. She was in a real rough spot there. Shar wasn't letting her move. She wasn't missing any punches. She had her arms pinned. There was not a lot Moorhead could do there.
How often will a ref generally let that go when a fighter like Moorhead was in that position? As we go to the Project Filter replay, you can see there Rush with that control, pinning her down, letting those fists and stuff fly. How long does that generally will a ref let that go?
I think one reason that went on so long that it did was Moorhead kept kicking. She kept trying to move. She kept trying to show that she was trying to get out of the position. Unfortunately, she was very stuck there. And I think that was a great stoppage by Tom there.
So a big weight lifted off the shoulders of Rush as she picks up her first victory. Right now, you see Team No Excuse in there with her coaches there from Team No Excuse. We'll talk about just in a minute what we were discussing there, but we're going to get the official result as we go back inside the cage with cage announcer Britt Sauber.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies here again tonight. How about you make some noise? We have a winner via ref stoppage due to strikes, technical knockout at 2:30 of round number 1 for your winner, leveling her record at 1-1, proudly representing SBG Idaho. Make some noise for Shar Rush! All right, Shar, you got to come over here and do the media piece now. You level your record to 1-1, obviously as an amateur. How long you been fighting?
I've been training for 5 years.
5 years, and you make your first victory here tonight in front of the hometown crowd. Talk to us a little bit about some of your corner here. Obviously the legendary Jesse Brock and SBG. Talk about what it's like to train for this night.
Training for this night has been so awesome. Jesse, I love being coached by Jesse. He's shown up in just all the ways possible for me. My other coach, Jake, right here, amazing. I couldn't have done this without them or my awesome training partners at SBG.
So you have a pretty good crowd here tonight in your corner. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my kids, Noah, Sawyer, and Eliza, for coming out to support me, and their dad, Derek. Derek Schumann's in the house, brought them. I want to thank Tavish and Lori. They're with Idaho Dance Sport. They have changed my life. If anybody wants their life changed, you go to Idaho Dance Sport or SBG Idaho.
What's next for you real quick, Shar? What's the next step?
Next step is to hang out with everybody who came out here tonight and party.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Shar Rush!
Congratulations to Shar Rush. Cameron, I want to go back to you for just a second. As you saw Maddie Moorhead in front of us with her coaches from Team No Excuse, what are you telling your fighter in that immediate aftermath of taking another loss? What's the first message you deliver to them?
The first message I deliver to them is reassurance and comfort. What can be really damaging is to criticize immediately or talk about what we did wrong or what we need to change. That's really not important right after the fight is over. What's important is we recognize what they did do, what they did well, that we're proud of them, that we want to see them do it again, that the road's not over, that we're going to get back here and do it better next time.